What you're about to see is a chronicle, a history of two people who met during the throes of World War II, and what became of them and their family. How they became parents of a very large family, moved from England to Canada, and what happened to the family after that. Keep in mind as you watch this that our memories are the best that they can be. We're trying to remember everything, and some of it may not be as you remember it, but it's what we remember. It's as historically accurate as we can make it, but there will be a little poetic license now and again. You're going to see some clips, for example, that are not necessarily to do with our family, but sort of give you the flavor of the times and what was going on while this was being done. The second thing to remember is that we are a family and we're all human beings. As a family, we're going to have our spats and our fights, and we're going to have our times of love, we're going to have our times of grief, and we're going to have our times of great joy. And probably the times of joy, in great part, are surrounded by our children. We're putting this together as a legacy to our children so that in years to come they can look at it and they can know who we were, who they are, where they came from, and what their history is. So sit back, put your feet up, and enjoy it. I'm sure I did, and I'm sure that you will.
This story begins in 1910 in Ireland. January the 8th, Dad was born to his mother Margaret and his father Richard. He also had two brothers, Ambrose and Richard, and two sisters, Mary and Margaret. They lived in 55 William Street, which was, as Dad used to say, all the trouble in Ireland started at his front door. And you can see today that a lot of the rioting and fighting went on right on William Street. This is a typical street scene that was taken around the time he was born. It pretty much shows you what the cities were like. There was some opportunity for the Protestant population, but for the Catholics there was basically none, as they were being discriminated against by the British government. At an early age, Dad had got himself a pretty good interest in the new cutting technology of electronics. Spent his time running around Ireland with bands, setting up their microphones and PA systems, which was a brand new thing at the time. The next few clips will show you the where he lived, what he went through, and hopefully give you some idea of the events that shaped his future.
Tonight I dream about my maiden city. I'll go back to the days I spent there as a boy. I dream about the friends I left behind me in my city, Londonderry on the foil. Well, my mother, she writes to me here twice weekly, and she tells me all the things are going on. And she tells me of the bombings and the shootings in my city, Londonderry on the foil. But tonight I lie upon my bed, I'm dreaming. I am dreaming of the friends I left behind. And I dream about my sweetheart in the fountain in my city, Londonderry on the foil. But once more I'm coming home aboard the steamship. On Loch Foyle once more I'm passing by Culmore, and I see those old grey walls still firmly standing there round my city, Londonderry on the foil. I can see the old cathedral, it's still standing. I'm not far away, the old memorial hall, and I see the crimson banner, it's still flying over my city, Londonderry on the foil. Over my city, Londonderry on the foil.
Marching down Sackville Street in Starry plowing high, here comes the citizen army with their fist raised to the sky. Leading them is a mighty man with a mad rage in his eye. My name is James Conley, I didn't come here to die, but to fight for the rights of the working class, this small farmer too, to protect the proletariat from the bosses and the screws. So hold on to your rifles, boys, don't give up the dream. A republic for the working class, economic liberty. The chant goes up, all citizens, this system is a curse. An English boss is a bastard, an Irish one even worse. They'll never lock us out again, and here's the reason why. My name is James Conley, I didn't come here to die, but to fight for the rights of the working class, this small farmer too, to protect the proletariat from the bosses and the screws. So hold on to your rifles, boys, don't give up the dream. A republic for the working class, economic liberty. Now we're in the GPO with the bullets whizzing by, with Pearson, Sean McDermott bidding each other goodbye. Up steps our citizen leader, and he rose into the sky. My name is James Conley, I didn't come here to die, but to fight for the rights of the working class, this small farmer too, to protect the proletariat from the bosses and the screws. So hold on to your rifles, boys, don't give up the dream. class economic liberty. We brought them to a standstill as the flames lit up the sky, till the bullet pierced our leader and we gave up the fight. They shot him in Kilmainham jail, but they'll never stop his cry. My name is James Connolly, I didn't come here to die, but to fight for the rights of the working class, the small farmer too, to protect the proletariat from the bosses and the squares. So hold on to your rifles, boys, don't give up the dream. A republic for the working class, economic liberty.
where the loyal drums did beat. The loving English feet walked all over us. And every single night when me da would come home tight, he'd invite the neighbours out with this chorus. Come on, Shabalakan, and tans, come out and fight me like a man. Show you white how you won medals down in Flanders. And our how the IRA made you run like hell away from the green and lovely lanes of Killeshandra. Come, let us hear you tell how you slandered great Parnell when you taught them well and truly persecuted. What are the sneers and jeers that you loudly let us hear when our leaders of 16 were executed? Come out, black and tans, come out and fight me like a man. Show you white how you won medals down in Flanders. And our how the IRA made you run like hell away from the green and lovely lanes of Killeshandra. Come tell us how you slew them all Arabs 2 by 2. Like the Zulus they had spears, a bow and arrows. Oh bravely you faced one with your 16-pounder gun, and you frightened them damn natives to the marrow. Come out, you black and tans, come out and fight me like a man. Show you